Yeah, that's true. You know, it does feel a little off to talk about other political matters on a day like today when we are reflecting about the past, but I'll just keep it brief. X is vowing to fight on, Elon Musk vowing to fight on with vision that it wants to remain up on the social media platform. Are you for that or against it?
I'm for X obeying the law, and I'm not for the actions and the statements of our e-safety commissioner being ignored. We back her 100%. In government, we introduced the Online Safety Act. We want to see age verification tools put in place to prevent young people accessing both sinister and also really awful images on the net, and the government needs to progress that. They, for some reason, have stepped back from that age verification. But politicians, I think, are united in being very, very concerned about what our young people see online. And for some young people, there's no problem, and they can accept the context in which they see something. But for others who are vulnerable, it simply is not. It's not safe, and so I'm really disappointed with the approach that Elon Musk and the way he's taken over this company, and it's just a free-for-all, and it's not fair and it's not right.
But he argues that fine if you want to mute it here, but we should have no rights to be able to tell X what to do in its own country or other countries beyond our borders.
Well, that's patently ridiculous. Of course we should, and that's why we have an e-safety commissioner who has the resources and the evidence to understand what damage these images and this content does. There's always that balance between free speech and some of the content and the hateful, insightful, awful messages and images that people see, and that's why we have somebody like Julian Mangrant in that position to do that dedicated work, and we all need to focus on it. Parliament needs to, parents need to. It's such a topic of conversation at the moment. I'm a user of technology, Pete. I love technology. I love the way it brings people together. I love the way it connects people. But there is a dark side, and we have to be careful and we have to be vigilant.
Yeah, a dark side that forces people apart, that's for sure. Just finally, Susan, a last one here, also on social media, TikTok. Joe Biden moving to ban it in the United States. We'll see where that ends up, but it's looking more and more likely. Should it be banned here in Australia as well?
Well, TikTok is a Chinese company, of course, and it's vulnerable, therefore, to influences from the Chinese Communist Party. So I remember they acknowledged a couple of years ago that they actually stored Australian data on their servers somewhere. So it's inappropriate for TikTok to have the reach and the access that it does. We would support measures and looking closely at what the US has done, because again, we have to be cautious about cyber-enabled espionage and foreign interference.
So you would like it to be shut down here in Australia, just as it may well be in America?
I think we should look at similar measures. I absolutely do.
Okay. Sussan Ley, we're out of time, but appreciate your time on this very busy and like you said, a sombre morning.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you soon.